Hello, hello, hello. Hey, family. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all right or no? Thank you. How my family doing out here? I had to get quiet for a minute, y'all. How y'all doing? What you crying for, Amanda? What you crying for, honey? What you crying for? Hey, BJ. Hey, Truth Seeker. Hey. I know, right, Amanda? I am doing great. I have no complaints today. My day was great. I'm just chilling, family. Just chilling, chilling. Give everybody time to come in for a second. We got a little topic to cover before we jump right into the things. Hey, brother Derek, Grey Goose, how y'all doing? Welcome to the chat. Boomer Room ain't starting till later. I'm just chilling, family, just chilling, chilling. I gotta mute this, y'all. Hold on. I'm tripping. There we go. So what everybody up to? Hey, Jara. Thank you, TKD. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Everybody just rolling up in here. I'm just trying to get the time. Um, let's see what we're gonna do today is we are going to have a nice conversation about basically, should you be a parent or should you be a parent and a friend? And with that being said, I would also love to have everyone's input if possible. Um, I don't want to be up here talking about myself. So, oh, yeah, I'm trying to come into my own chat and I'm already in my chat. Again, I'm Wu Sign. Wu Sign because all this computer stuff is just like annoying. It really is. Hey, hey, blessed by God, Amanda. Exactly, blessed by God. I totally agree. Honey. To agree. You see me on this camera looking like I'm looking. Hey, Miss Oakley. I don't know why you blocked from my channel. Exactly. Everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Why you say that, Amanda? Hey, Nate. Welcome back, stranger. Hey, boo. We took care of that situation from the other night, my lane. I said, you good. I'm happy you back, sis. I'm happy you back. We love all our family. That news about the young lady. Yes, Dejanay, they did. They haven't released the details, but they found it out. They found out. I miss you too, Passion. That is so sad, but yes. I love you too, Terry. Shira, yes. Sis, I agree. But yeah, the topic today is can you be um, friends with your child? And what I think about that, how about no? I don't think that you can. I think that you can have open communications with your children. I think you can make it comfortable for your children to confide in you. Feel free to come express their feelings respectfully. A friend is not gonna, I just don't think it's possible. Hey, Nina Ray. Hi, love. Can y'all hear me okay out there? Amanda, I agree. I agree. Blessed by God. Thank you, baby. I love this topic too. I have to give credit to Dejanay. She helped me out with this one, and I do appreciate it because it's an excellent topic. Because I feel that agree. Keisha, I hope I'm saying your name right, sweetie. I agree with you too. That and when it's all said and done, your mother and I will haul off and hit you without even thinking about it. It's better to make sure the right words come out your mouth. But I go, I just let my kids know that they can talk to me about anything when it's all said and done. I'm your mother. That we will do, but it's okay to talk to us. You know, back in the days when we were children with our parents, all they had to do was give us a look. And we knew to quit playing with our parents. Exactly, Passion. What you gonna drink some water? What you gonna smoke? One of them candy cigarettes from back in the day? Because that's about all you gonna smoke with me is a candy cigarette. Being a single parent is very hard. And it's easier for girls, daughters, and they go get us. Or what the weather is, sick or not, they know they got to go to work. They have to. And I thank you to the 27 people that's in the family right in the room, in the house right now. It's not the boom boom room yet, but we will get the boom boom room going shortly. We're playing with this Google Hangouts the whole time I've been talking to y'all. If y'all trying to figure out what I'm doing, no, I'm looking, I like natural beauty. I can't help it. Thank you. Fred Woods, baby, you are so right. I totally agree with you. It's that look that you, it's that look that let them know I'm not playing with you. You need to, I get it together for you, however you want to put it. Look, let me tell y'all something. I'm so one honey. Can't be able to do today. Y'all got a head still, okay? So, all right, all right. Look, y'all. No, it's not your phone, Nate. But you know what? I was listening to another live today, and it was breaking up too. So I don't know. Now, because you know I can get ghetto loud with it. No, I'm still breaking up. Hold on.
Hi, panel.
Hey sis, how you doing? Can y'all hear me better?
Yes, much better. Hi, family. Hey, Head Glitters.
Hey everybody on the panel with me, so I ain't got to feel like I'm talking to myself and just reading the chat. Because I get quiet just to read the chat, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Respond to the messages that I'm seeing. Thank you, Aubrey.
I'm gonna try to get this so I can look at the
Hey,
chat.
okay. You trying to get up here, TK? I'm sending out invites. I'm not. Yeah, we had an incident, and I'm looking for this troll to come up in this room because I'm taking her head off. If I don't get her first, one of my family members gonna get her, but you're not welcome here anymore. If we see your name, I'm just putting it out there like booty hair. Let out. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You got to go. You'll know who you are as soon as you touch this chat. You'll know. I played plenty of many games, but don't come over here disturbing and interrupting our peace and love and happiness in our house. It's not going down like that. So with that being said, since it was you, when you come up in here, you're getting burnt out, flat out. You just gotta go. I'm sorry, family, but we got a lot of bum bumps that come over here because they don't like to see people happy. Now, I'm sorry, I got off the topic, y'all. We finna get back on our topic because maybe it's not the single mothers out here corrupt children. Maybe it's the unfit mothers, these corrupt children. Two girls and 3 boys. And not now one of them play with me. So I think it's just how you stand your ground and how you lay your rules when it comes to your children. Because my oldest is 20 years old. I give her a look, she go in her room and close her door. That's all it takes. But I still know she has to ask to leave my house. She has to tell me where she going. License, I need a picture of the license plate. If you cannot follow my rules, you will not leave my house. I come back in my house.
Yeah, Fred, we're gonna have the boom boom room jumping later on.
I have to do 2 separate lives because this one will not get deleted. Lives have to get deleted for copyright reasons. So, issue with it because it's like wants to attack the single mother. And yes, I take offense to that because I'm a single mother. I'm out here with parents, father, grandmother, grandfather too. And they are the most disturbed children out here in these streets. Let me know. Terry, exactly. They lacking on their responsibilities, but then you turn around and everybody pointing fingers at single mothers. My mother was a single mother. Okay. He far from being soft. Respectful.
There go Mama Terry.
Would you like anyone?
I'm a parent first.
Amen.
I have open communication with my daughter and my son. They can come talk to me about anything like me, my mom did. Very humble children, very respectful kids. But I mean, like, I'm a parent first. I don't play that I'm your friend type situation because, like most of y'all saying in the chat, if you give them that friend, you may lose that parent disrespect and they'll treat you like a friend instead of a parent. But let me say my name like children say my name. Rugal, Rugal, Rugal. Oh, he in the chat room too.
How you doing, Chosen King? How you doing? You came through and showed us some love. Hey, Paranormal.
Hey, Derek.
Hi, blessed by Grandma. Hi, Divine. Thank you, TK. Appreciate you, love. If you would like to get up on the panel and speak on the topic, there goes the link. The link will not be getting dropped randomly throughout the of trolls. Hey, chosen. Bruh, somebody out here that was on your panel, that was on my panel, that's shady. Watch out. No foot in here is getting chopped off.
Tay, can you put their name in the hangout so I know who to look for?
I will.
Can you hear me okay, sis?
Yes, I can. It should be coming to you right now.
Okay.
I see Nate up here. Hey.
Chosen, I love glitter hitters.
We love you too, Chosen.
Okay, T-Relly, tonight's topic is empowering mothers, parents. Are you more of a parent to your children, or a friend?
Hey, awesome boy, aka Coco BB.
Hey, love.
How you doing, love? Hey, Tresca.
I'll put the link in the chat just for now, just in case anybody else wants to get on for.
The link is in the chat if you would like to join the panel. Nothing but this topic. This time she randomly drop it in the chat for now.
Yeah, we'll do the boom boom room later.
Janae, baby, welcome to the VIP. And yeah, this is the VIP up here, y'all. We ain't calling it the panel, it's the VIP. To speak, Dejanay, sis, how you doing?
We love you too, Chosen.
Love you equally, brother. So I don't know how to contact you to throw that name at you, but I really think you need to watch that person. She was on your panel the day it failed, it dropped.
I'm about to go check it. Really, Tay?
Huh. I'm back. Let's go talk to Bay right quick.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Dejanay, we can hear you.
Very clear.
Okay. I just had to get all set up here. I'm not going to speak right now because I'm still trying to get some things straightened out up here.
Okay, you're fine. You gave us this great topic. We want everyone to kind of participate, give their advice, opinions. You know, we necessarily don't want just Tay to, act like she's a teacher. And, we want everyone to participate, share their stories, advice, experiences, just kind of learn and grow from one another.
Okay. All right. So I can go now. So
if you're ready,
I'm a single parent of 2 boys. They're 18 now. And I have custody of my 7-year-old niece. Now, I do believe that, being a parent, definitely you should be a parent. No friendship involved. However, because you want to build that close relationship with your children and you want them to be able to come to you, first of all, you love them so much. And you want them to be able to come to you and tell you anything. They should be, they should feel comfortable to come and talk to you about, whatever. Me personally, I tend to probably be a little closer and a little friendlier than I should be with my children because of how I feel about them. I don't mean to be their friend, but that was like when they were early teenagers, 13, 14, 15. And that caused a problem because once you start getting too close and being too friendly, there's a thin line between respect and disrespect. Because then they start treating you like you're their friends. And that's one problem I had with my boys. Not so much, early teens, more like late teens, because now one of them is just very disrespectful. And I blame myself for that because I probably played around with them too much in the beginning. Early teens, just being close with them. So, you know, I didn't mean to be a friend, but it just probably turned out that way. So it's definitely a thin line.
Parents in book when it comes time to be a parent. And as women, we don't have an option whether we want to stick around or whether we want to go. So it's like with my first one, I had support. I had help. I had guidance. What I did, not saying my mother was a bad mother. She was a single mother of 4 children. The things that I felt like I was lacking, I made sure I give it to my children.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I have school graduate, college. She works. I have a 17-year-old. She's in the 11th grade and she works. My son is a basketball player. He's at practice, 6 days out of the week. Boys who stay up underneath me. So I don't appreciate those who, well, my mama was like this and my mother was like that. Okay, well, you should use like about the way you were raised. You know what I'm saying?
Still.
Like I had education with my mother. I didn't feel like I could openly talk to her about anything. I went across the street or my oldest sister because my mom has to work 2 jobs to take care of 4 kids. So since I didn't have that communication, and I had to learn things the hard way. Well, I knew when I had my kids, communication. You need to equally. It's hard to spread that love, but you have to do it. Are your kids the same? So it's gonna get done regardless. If it wasn't for my children, kids make a world of difference. It's all up on how you decide which way to go. Because most women nowadays are so consumed by society with the hair and the eyes and the nails and the men. And then you got, it's just crazy out here to where it's taking the attention and the focus off the children. They're not focused on their children. It's lack of responsibility when it comes to the children. I realize once you give birth, it's from their own. You're really over. You're living for your children. I can't speak for everybody else, but I live for the things I do with these 5. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't need a 5-bedroom house. I wouldn't need a 3-bedroom house. I could give me a 1-bedroom apartment and be good from the state. I come home, I take basketball practice, I take them to work, I do all that. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, great. You know what I'm saying? Because I did it by myself and they're all doing society. They're not going to be a statistic. And gentlemen, there's no time to be a friend because there's nothing friendly about this world. With your kids, keep it real with them. How do you expect them to keep it real with you? And another thing that's wrong with these people, if you ask me, is parents don't feel like they have to respect children. Now, this is where I might have to get y'all might disagree a lot. Respect, to get respect, even with children. My little opinion on that. Exactly, TKD. That's what we're here for, to protect our children, provide for our children, listen to our children, comfort our children. You have to guide them.
I'm coming.
So you go get your bottle. Okay. When I go get my bottle, give me $10 and I'll grab yours. Give me a bag. Ain't talking about nothing. Our girl, it'll be okay. He'll be back. He'll be calling you tomorrow. It ain't none of that. Yeah. But I can't say, yes, I can. You gotta put your foot in their ass. They're young. Turn 12 and then decide you want to be a strict parent. It don't work like that. They're just gonna rebel.
That's the worst time to start.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all can have panel. Y'all can get y'all talk on. Welcome, Andrea. BJ, you can't kick it with your kids and then expect them to, look at you like a actual parent. They looking at you more of a friend than a parent. Yep. You finish drinking and smoking with them and you go lay down somewhere, who they bringing in your house? Or where are they going when you go to sleep? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it has to be boundaries. And again, I'm going to say it's not single mothers, it's lack of parenting. Not all, I'm going to say it again. Some, because you're not going to put me in that category. It's because they putting men first. They putting money first. They putting things first they shouldn't be put before their children. When you got your legs, you made that choice. Now deal with it.
Yeah, I ain't never smoke or drink with my kids. I ain't never do nothing like that because I don't do it anyway. But the thing is, my problem probably was being a little too lenient, too nice. And they started taking advantage of that situation.
And see, my honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all, my title was the military.
The problem with that was because I felt bad because, they were being raised by a single parent. I felt bad for them.
What they say? I can identify with you on that because I say it's not their fault.
Right.
Decision. They didn't ask to be here. That's my fault. I made that decision. But I'm not finna feel bad because when it's all a blessing to me, life. I was out here, okay? And I'm not finna brag on it. I ain't going too deep into it, but I was out here. Pregnant. I did a whole 360. I mean, like I said, I had help, but tolerance, and I'm very impatient. So it's, to this day, my kids don't try me. I've never been that nice parent. Never have I. When need be, but nice, no. Speak. That's all I need to be said. All you need to do is be quiet and listen. There's nothing else to talk about. Dude, we're not finna argue back and forth. You're not finna be running off at the mouth. You're not finna be slamming my doors, cursing, hooping, hollering, because I'm not nice. I'm gonna snap on you like I snap on anybody else. Get back in your lane. Being a friend, I can never be a friend. Die for them. I will go out my way for them, and they know this. But at the same time, they'll play with you before they play with me. Andrea said these kids nowadays are so advanced. You have to start early. You have to start early. Because I didn't see 2-year-olds like they in their teens. Like, if you don't get that little midget away from me, upside down and pop him on his pamper. Because see, remember back in our days, we used to be able to whoop them butts. I'm trying to read the chat, y'all, but I just keep stopping reading the chat so I could talk.
Yeah, these kids they start kind of young now. I be seeing some of the videos on YouTube, Facebook.
Blessed by grandma, exactly. And that's what it is. I put the fear in my kids at a very early age. I just don't see it happen. I don't see past that I've dealt with that were more of children are locked up, have kids and didn't finish high school, house having kids, not working, not paying bills. Out here, the young ladies being thought pockets, gangsters and wannabe players. I just don't know. I don't know. That's what I get. I mean, that's what I see. Women out here who want to be friends instead of being a mom. Well, my thing is, so I'm not trying to have none now. I'm your mother, and that's it. That's all. I had to run away and everything, but when it was all said and done, when all that was over with, she came right back home. Mama, I know you do apologize. Take care of you and love you the way that I do. Your friends are not going to love you and take care of you the way that I do. Yes, again, like I said, and now she at the point where Mommy, you were so right. You ain't got to tell me that because I know. I knew it before you told me.
How old was she when she tried to run away?
Girl. And you want to know where she ran because she don't have any friends? Right up the street. Called the police and sent them right up the street because I went up there once. Girl parents was like, she's not up there, but I know my child. I know my child better than anybody know my child. And I know my child don't have any friends in the surrounding area, but that one because they go to school together. So since you don't want to give me my child, maybe the police will bring her out your house. And she knew if the police wasn't standing right there, her head would have been going through 2 walls. Because don't do me.
Mm-hmm. Tresca, I'm reading the question.
Thank you, Monica. What's your question, Tresca? Why don't you just get up here on the panel, Tresca, so you can ask Deja yourself, sis? I just don't see how you could be friends and parents and then expect your child to respect you to the fullest extent. I just don't get it.
I think it just depends on the person.
The question if you ask it.
I think it just all depends on the person because you are what you are in this motherfucking world. You know what I mean? I know there's a lady downstairs and she got a son. He got 4 kids. And he's about to have another one by 4 different girls. And he don't pay child support for none of them. He don't work, and his mama takes care of his fucking kids. His mama brings the Pampers and the booty socks and all that shit to all these baby mamas that her fucking son is making babies with. And she still makes sure he has a plate of food on the fucking stove. She is taking care of a grown-ass bum. He refuses to work. He refuses to accept responsibility. And she condones that shit. She be upset because she got a pay. But it is what it is. He don't want no responsibility. She ain't putting her foot in his ass. And that's like her fucking man. He's laying up rent free. Humping the fucking chicks in her house that she pay rent for. And taking care of his kids. But she allowed that. Now there's 4 kids in the world without no fucking father. And another one is on the way. Who is to blame for that?
Wow.
A female can only do what they can do. My son just turned 17. He's 6'5", 245 pounds. I always paid. Because the mama said, listen, we ain't going to do the child support thing. All I want him to do is go to this private school. And I helped her with that and the grammar school and the high school. Now he's in college. And still to this day, once I put the face on, I will crush him. He'll go somewhere and sit down and start crying. Because they got to have a healthy fear for you.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly. Exactly.
You're going to do what I tell you to do, or I'm going to kick your fucking head in the sewer plate. I'm not playing no games with you, male or female. A lot of people be wanting to, you know, be friends with they. I can't do that. That's not who I am. My job is to protect you and get you to the point where you can survive on your own. And that's it.
Exactly. You're so right. That's all you can do. I mean, but again, it goes with the guidance of a parent. If you're trying to be your child's friend, you're not trying to be a parent. You can't be both.
A lot of people in their second childhood. I know females that's 30, 40 years old, still going to the club all the time. Why? Because they mama, the grandmother, is the real parent. The grandmother gets the clothes. The grandmother pays the bills. She's the active mother. She's the one that had the baby, but she ain't that motherfucking girl mama.
Speaking, Derek.
She go to the grandmama because she know who the boss is. She all in different niggas' faces every week. Them kids know. Them kids know. Blowing weed with them, getting high with them, turning up, shaking their ass, twerking. I mean, look at Teresa. Twerking with 8 and 9-year-old kids on the fucking floor, putting them on the pole. They know what the fuck it is in this world.
She was
Either mama thing about you or you don't. You got that big mama thing about you, walking around the house with dress socks on and with your wig crooked, but you mama. They know who you is.
Yes. 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 That, like I told, I'm not raising nobody's children. You lay down and make it, you're gonna take care of it. Real talk, because they helped me. Don't get it wrong. They helped. But I couldn't ask nobody to babysit. Babysit what?
Oh, I didn't get that kind of
babysit what? I got Pampers, but babysit what? I don't watch kids. My kids grown.
Yep. I used to get that a lot.
I cannot get
if
mad
I wasn't
at her
on my
for
way to the emergency room or a job interview, I can hang it up. But nobody babysit.
I was blessed for that. My mom, I didn't have any problem with babysitting. And I guess it's probably because of my age difference between my brothers and sisters, because my sisters is 10 years younger than me and my brother is 14. So I always had babysitters. But it was not like to go hang out, nothing like that. It's like work related stuff, overtime, getting that money. So anything like that, they had a room at a mom's house. So babysitting wasn't a problem for me. I guess because I wasn't going to, going out to do things either.
Yeah, you got to have a good support system. I mean, what is these young girls to do? Then they put the baby father on child support because he don't want to bring no fucking Pampers. Now he ain't getting no income tax return. He getting locked up. Now this war. She's taking his little bit of fucking couple dollars. Now he want nothing to do with the kid. The kid ain't asked to come here. That baby ain't asked to come here. Nobody want nothing to do with the baby besides grandmama. And this is why these kids grow up mad as hell. This is why they have no respect for life. And they will take somebody's fucking life immediately. Mm-hmm. Because nobody fucking spent time with them. Nobody wanted to be bothered. The mama in her second childhood. The father laying up with some other kids that ain't even his, being father of the year.
God damn, Derek, speak that thing.
Say that, Derek. Say that.
Going to Christmas shows and all types of shit with kids that ain't even his.
But it's the mother's fault for being single.
What you gonna do? Now she mad and bitter because she got to work all the time. She got to raise these kids.
They coming out gay and we can't do it without a man and bullshit. Better. Whatever happened to it takes a village to raise a child.
Because everybody is separated now. Before the motherfuckers on the block, if they told you was getting your ass beat. If they told you was out of line, you was getting your ass beat. Now, motherfucker, bitch, mind your business. Nobody wants nothing to do with nobody else's kids.
Hey, I'm just saying. Your child, and you know your child is an active child, and I'm putting it nicely, an active child. Touch that child, you need not ask me to watch that child because it's going to be a popping sometime in the day.
This is why these kids vicious like that. This is why these kids got no heart and no remorse. This is why you get the Monifas. They wasn't brought up with no fucking love. I'm telling you, that mother, you can see in her whole demeanor, she don't give a fuck about nobody. That's how they is. And they only get love in the street and in the gangs. That's it. They mama don't love them. Their father don't love them. I mean, come on now. Look at this shit. Teresa in the motherfucking hotel in the fucking jacuzzi. All these motherfuckers got on their fucking drawers dancing on the tubs and shit.
But let me tell you, Dejanay, because I just seen your comment in the chat. You can be close with your children. A line of communication, you know, and it also has to be a cutoff point. What line not to cross. And I joke and laugh and play with my kids all day long. You better not raise your voice. You better not curse. You better not say the wrong thing, period. I mean, like, we close, but again, I really cannot. We just had that open communication and understanding. Like, we love being around each other when we are. And when we do, we have fun.
Yeah, that's how we are too. But something happened between 16 and 18 years old. That is a very difficult age. For some reason, it don't matter how well you raise them, what you do, something happens with them when they get that age. And that was the problem I was having at that age, the talking back, being disrespectful. And trust me, I'm strict. I'm a very strict parent. But that age, I don't know. I just couldn't do too much with them. And I know I did the best I could do. And, you know, I'm only having that problem with one of them. Only one. And he just going his own way, doing what he want to do. And very disrespectful.
I mean,
he wasn't raised up like that.
I guess there's levels to the disrespect because you have to look at certain things, you know, different. My son, he is big as hell, and his mother be on him about small shit, and she keep aggravating him. Like, the boy is 17 years old, and she's upset because he won't cut his hair. Like, leave him the fuck alone. Just leave him alone. That's his hair. Why is his hair bothering you? Because she don't want to be in the street with his hair all. He's 17. He could be doing all types of shit. He could be smoking weed. He could be fucking bitches in the hallway. He could be on some gay shit. Who knows? He could be doing a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm. You right. And you
won't cut his hair. And then, oh, he's real disrespectful. He don't listen. Yo, just leave him the fuck alone, man. Come on.
That's what I do. I leave him alone. He 18. He do what he want to do. As long as he not, you know, doing too much, being disrespectful in the house or bringing drugs or, you know, marijuana and stuff in the house. As long as he not doing that. But I just leave him alone now because I ain't got time to be doing all the arguing over little stuff. And, you know, I just leave him alone. Take the stress off.
And that was my thing. I can't. With Derek, like my son, I don't know, but they have this hairstyle called a sponge. My son is 15, so he had to do it when he was 13. And to me, it just looked like a chicken been plucking at his head or a bird swooped down and started plucking at his head. And real big, and it was driving me freaking crazy. Like, I just wanted to catch him while he was asleep, take the clippers and just go down the middle of his head so that he can get it cut. But I had to let him, own individual. He gonna have his own style, his own personality, his own individuality. I cannot, because you know, wear his hair or whatever it is. Now that he's 15, he has started getting it cut lower, and he's not putting the sponge in his head or whatever it is, and he looks really handsome. When they hit the teens, more or less, you need to give them space to find out who they are, to find their self. And that's what I did with my son. And I cannot complain. Awesome. He's awesome. I don't care what his hair look like. The streets. He ain't smoking weed. He ain't chasing girls. He's strictly basketball right now. I don't talk to girls, but he's not chasing them like the average 15-year-old that's like, I don't want to do anything productive. I'm finna go over here to the park and see how many phone numbers I can get. He's not on that. He goes to school, basketball practice, and pick at his little fro, and he go about his business. But they have to find themselves. They have to become their own person. So when it comes to them or or my youngest son now, he got this new thing where he want to wear all the little some kind of pants that they wear to play basketball, and then they wear the basketball shorts over those, and he goes to school like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But I mean, what we feel they should look a certain way, maybe we need to step back and let them, because they can't. You wear something, what you have mothers out here who wear tight clothes. If your child look at you and say, Mama, I wish you would take that off, you don't want to smack that child. So let that child come to their own and discover who they are.
Just be easy sometimes. God damn. I mean, his mother's still making his pancakes, cutting the fucking sausage, bringing it. This boy is 6'4", man. She's still making the pancakes in the morning. She still washes clothes, put his clothes in the drawer. He don't have to do nothing. And then when he say something back or try to resist and be who he is, I'm calling your father. Now here I come. I'm the bad guy. And I got to calm the whole thing down. She ready to punch him in his face over a haircut. Like, just leave him the fuck alone, man. God damn. Just leave him alone.
You know, I went through that with the hair too, but I didn't let the hair get to me. It used to irritate me, and I used to want to just shave it all off when they were sleeping also. But I didn't bother them too much about that. My thing is the talking back. When I say one thing, he has two things to say. Have to get the last I'm telling him to shut the hell up, and he gets louder. Shut up. He getting louder. Then things just, it just take a left, because my temper's too fast for that. I got a quick temper for that.
Yeah. At the same time, I mean, that shit could be dangerous. If they wasn't raised right, these kids, man, shit. I'm telling you, listen, it's going to take a while for me to get over there. Listen, just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. She still be hitting him.
Well, I don't do that anymore, because I know, teenagers, they go through hormonal changes. And with hormonal changes, depression comes in. And this is another reason why, I was strict, but I kind of like backed off a little bit, because with hormonal changes comes depression. With depression, there comes a suicide. The suicide rate with teenagers is very high. So that's another reason, you really have to be careful how we deal with teenagers, period. So, and I sat down and I thought about that. So I kind of like just, backed off. But him going out smoking weed and coming back high, that's my biggest problem. I don't like it at all.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you that, Dejanay, baby. You better be happy here on weed and not something else with all this syrup and heroin and stuff floating around for these young boys. I mean, he'll probably tell you he gonna stop, but guess what? As soon as he ain't around his mama, he's somewhere getting high. He probably won't come back home. So just give him his space, because he will stay away until that high goes down, since he know that you have a problem with that. Weed is not the worst thing in the world. Actually, they done made it into a medication now, and I've still never heard anybody overdosing off of a blunt. I just haven't.
See, when they're at that age, you got to look at it from a man point of view. He's 17, he 18. The mama is on his back to do something. What are you going to do? He don't know what he want to do. He got to make it in this world. He want to play basketball, play a video game. But now it's time to be a grown man. And a lot of dudes is not equipped for that. It take a lot to take that on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your father and your grandfather, they did that shit. They had no choice. They had one pair of pants, a pair of coveralls. It's different now. It's different now. To pay rent somewhere and hold a family down, one man can't do that by himself unless you're making some type of bread. Where the fuck you going to get that at? Rent alone will kill you. Then a car note, then the cell phones, and to take your girlfriend out to have a girl. That shit costs money. Where's that coming from? So the only thing you can do is either fuck with the streets or join the army. What you going to do? We not trying to be no scientists. We not trying to. It's either you going to have a wicked jump shot or you slinging some crack. That's what's left for black. Black females, they go to college and all that. Black men, I mean, come on now. You ain't going to college and your mom ain't got nothing to eat. And y'all eating noodles and all that. It's hard to go to school. That shit costs money. And God help you if you get somebody pregnant. So you really got to hurry up and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy at all.
It's really have changed from the time we grow up. It's a whole different ball game.
It is. It really is.
Of
That's why I'm just sitting up like, wow, whatever happened to it? Because nowadays, if you try to one's child, they want to go get the gun and was out the bushes. They want to go get Uncle Joe from up the street. They telling people to bring sticks, tasers, and
why he want to take it to
Like-
that extreme, Jay? Because the whole world disrespects him, and now black people going to disrespect him too, and he willing to die for it.
crazy.
That's the only little bit of manhood he got left. And now you got the female talking to you like you ain't no man. She's going against you. She got the apartment. She got Section 8. She kicking you out. You living on the couch. You ain't, and then she tell you ain't a real father to your kids. For the dudes that is trying, he can't get no job. What he gonna do? She got no choice but to tell on him. Now he with the second family, laying up with somebody else's kid, because he ain't got no choice.
But your beauty says she think the weed thing is a phase. They will stop eventually. For some, budget, I can say true. For some, true. That may be true.
I was wondering about
They
that
just
because I was like, let me just. I just thank God that he come home every night, and he lives with me, and he comes home every night. I know where he is. He's not out all night. He do his thing and he come back. So hopefully it is just a phase. Because I don't know. Actually, I know what the problem is. The problem is my parents. You know, I have outside interferences too, and they trying to tell me what's wrong and what I need to do, and I'm probably just trying to please them also. You know, because they want him to be a certain way, and they're on me about it. And that's another thing. When you have people that don't already raise their children, they look at you through a microscope and want to nitpick at everything that you do. That's another problem I'm having too, because I guess they figure I'm the reason he's the way he is. But no, he went his own way when he got a certain age. But he's not no delinquent. He's not out getting in trouble. He's really not doing anything wrong. That's it. To be honest with you, in his mouth. So
yeah, that mouthpiece. Because my son we exchanged words one time, and I promise you, the next day when he came home, my baby looked at me and said, "Mama, I don't want us to do that ever again." I said, "Oh no, you don't, because I brought you here, and I promise you, I'm gonna be the only one to take you out and do the time behind it." What you say, and he wasn't really arguing back. I'm just real. It's a pet peeve of mine. Then. There's nothing else to be said. Don't say nothing. Don't even cough. But when I'm upset about something, I'm trying to get a point across, and you feel like you can open up your mouth and say how you shut it up. Because last I checked, I was the one who was paying his running bills. There's nothing else to be said about it.
yeah.
And that's.
But see, this one, he got to keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Okay, T. Really, brother. Appreciate it. Got you.
He really funny.
It's a beautiful thing for both parents to be there. Option. So if he burn out, it got to be up to you to be a woman and take care of your child the best of your ability and make sure he don't become a statistic. I mean, I could say my kids have two parents, but he's one of those parents that are awesome. The last one. Financially awesome. But when it comes to giving them that time, nah. Well, I was raised by one woman. And I'm not gonna lie, I was that rebellious one. I'm the one that pregnant. She said not to get a tattoo. I made it my business to go get that tattoo.
Well, it's always
I was the one jumping out the bathroom window because I wanted to run away, or to the bus stop, letting the school bus ride right past me because I ain't feel like skipping class. I just wanted to skip the whole school. I was that one. She'll be at work all night, come back the next day. I mean, I ran away for 7 months. My mom was going crazy, sending police after me. My brother was looking for me. His friends was looking for me. It's like, and anything she did, it was issues I had within myself because I didn't have a father. I was a daddy's girl.
I was the sneaky one. You would never know.
Andrea, I agree. We need more, and that's what we need. And this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna sum it up on how I feel, then everybody else can speak on how they feel. There is no such thing as being a friend with your child. You have to be direct. You have to know when it is time to have fun with your children. It don't mean you have to be a friend. You have to be a parent, because at some point in time they need to know. I mean, like, I don't want my kids out here in these streets like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to bury my kids at a young age. I'm not trying to have to argue and fight with my kids every day to get them to do what they're supposed to do right. Like, the doors for their sisters. I'm not taking anything less than that. They sisters getting ready to get in that car, they open up the door. And that's how it's supposed to be. It's just, you have to give more of yourself to your children than you're giving to yourself, if that makes sense. I just look at it like, y'all may say it's sad to look at it like that. Life anymore. I don't. I gave my life up 5 times. On a daily basis, I can tell y'all, I ain't at work or riding my kids around. You just have to be open to your kids and let them know that you are there regardless. No one's gonna ride for you. You have to literally tell them, I'm not your friend. I'm your parent. And that's it. That's all. But you can come to me for anything. You can talk to me free. But I'm gonna listen. As a young adult and as an adult, I will listen to you. I'm going to give you the respect that you deserve. I'm not your friend. So we're going to keep it. And to this day, I don't have any problems out of my kids, and I am a single parent. Everybody trying to down others. Like, we do the best that we can do. We have to split and spread ourselves plenty and many ways for our children. They're all not going to turn out because they're not you. They're their own individual selves. So they're going to be who they are. You have something to smell themselves, think, and keep doing what they're doing. But then you have something to actually wake up to the reality that, dang, my mama's not my friend. She was a good mother. Because like I said, again, I'm going to give you a quick example of somebody who was trying to be friends with their kids. She was a crackhead. Her daughter with 2 kids that she's raising because she set somebody up. And that's because she was more of a friend. Mother. She put these men and these drugs before her children. You cannot do that. You have to put your children before yourself. And when things get too hard, you got to give them back to God. Thank you, Dolores. I'm not the perfect parent. Stressful days, yes I have, but when it's all said and done, they know I pick up a stick and knock their head off. I sure will. they gonna do? Lock me up? Okay. But you're not finna disrespect me. Exactly, goddess. That's true. Earlier when we first came on, you got kids out here with two parents that are still jacked up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Those parents got their own problems with each other.
Exactly. I'm just speaking off experiences. I'm just speaking off experience because it's just like Facebook, whether it be Facebook, whether it be YouTube, whether it be standing in the gas station trying to get you a cup of ice or some soda and some cigarettes or something. All you hear is people bashing single women trying to raise their kids. We don't have a choice. We do the best that we can do. To do is start off by not being your child's friend. Nice. Especially when it comes, and I know we love our kids. I know we love our kids, so we just want to make them happy, see them smile, and enjoy them. But you can't do that all the time. I would say spoiled, Derek. I would say you have to be a spoiled child.
And see, like my son, he just left him not too long ago, and he didn't say anything. And that's a pet peeve of mine too. At least say I'm leaving, I'll be right back, or say something.
Yes, right so you can know who's in your house.
Yeah.
You, Derek, for coming up to the VIP, brother, and speaking your opinion. Appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I appreciate hearing it from a man's point of view too. And I guess maybe I need. Well, I did back off a little bit because I'm getting sick of arguing with the boy.
And that's, you know what? I don't want to come off mean, rude, and disrespectful. He got to go. Me in my house. You can talk back to me from across the street while you waiting on a ride with your clothes. Let's go. Real talk. You're not gonna be talking crap. Boy, I've been to hit you in your mouth with a broomstick or something. Because like I told my son, you got one more time to say something. Next thing you know, my hand's gonna be around your neck and I'm gonna be on the news. Like he was showing off in front of his cousin. Well, so now you feeling froggy today? One thing I will not do with my sons or play with them. Men are the ones that need not to be played with. Real talk. It's easy for them to disrespect women. If you don't disrespect your mama, you're not gonna respect. You're not gonna respect any other woman out here. So it's like he sounds as if he's grown. And you want to run a house, you need to get your own house to run because you can't run mine. But these kids nowadays can't tell them nothing.
Nothing.
Is he spoiled?
I don't know what's his problem. He ain't spoiled. I mean, he might be a little bit. I don't know.
Exactly. Elise said your children will respect you more when you are their parent instead of their friend. Oh, Monica, baby, that's the hardest thing to do, to try to communicate with your child's father. I was really dealing with the child. You can't answer the phone so you can come check this little sucker. You just made my stomach hurt with that one, baby. You're not doing anything else as a parent. You can't answer the phone and try to help chastise your child from a distance. And they ain't even asking you to start up your car. Child.
Wait, did I just read somebody got 2 children?
It's Oakley, Chiquita. I think that was your name, right? Like my baby had to go to the hospital midnight. She had to go to the hospital from work. I done called this clown 4 times, 12 o'clock midnight, and he answered his phone message. So then he gonna send me one back, Thompson. You mad because I don't want to talk to you? You biatch made punk. What do you mean? What I look like calling you at midnight 4 times in a row, and I know you got a fiance. When have I called you, period, for me? I thought you being a father, you might wanted to know that your daughter was in the hospital, but since you don't care, then you want to, well, my daughter in the hospital, and you ain't gonna tell me why. You just didn't care a minute ago. You ain't care. You thought it was about me. I don't, what, we're not even on the same page. Let me tell y'all this. This clown paid $50 for 2 teenage kids. With $50 for 2 kids. With big balls like you father of the year. Boy, bye. You can answer the phone for me, let you know your daughter in the hospital. Now you want to know why she in the hospital. Don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. Because when it's all said and done, guess who they respect?
You.
It's just like some kids also act out because they are missing. I can speak on that because, I mean, when I was young, but I still to this day feel the pain and what I was going through when I realized he wasn't coming back. A whole different person. I probably would have been a better person. My father. So having this that father figure plays a part as well, and having him absent could play a part. Don't go away because he's not there. That child is still gonna feel that abandonment, that neglect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a daddy's girl. To this day, don't have that type of bond. I believe I was so rebellious. I wanted my daddy. But that wasn't her fault that he died. So it's not even always us as mothers can do, but sometimes it's lack of having that other parent in the household. So you can't always blame yourself. These men and be like, do you not see what you did? But you can come pick your child up, take him out, spend some time with him once or twice a week. Again, it's not always the mother. It could be what the child is missing, and some of the time it's the fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Does the father have to be in the home? You do not have to be in my house to take care of your child. You know kids need things every day and all year around, so why should I have to call you and tell you your child need a coat in the wintertime?
Exactly.
Why should I have to call and tell you school finna start? Come do what you're supposed to do. Pick them up and take them shopping. Give them that quality time. Why you can't swoop your little shorty up and take them out there with you? It's the mothers. It could be the fact that it's an absent parent. And I'm speaking on that because of experience. Still to this day, I'm missing my goddamn daddy. And I still believe if he was around, I would have been a better person. My mama through all the things that I sent her through. Yes, I have, because it's not her fault. But me, I had to. And unfortunately, I acted a way that hurt. Yes, Nate, that's what I'm saying. Like mother Dejanay, sometimes it's that leaves a child with a heavy heart against us. So I mean, it's just up to us as women to just stand firm. I mean, like me, I'm just good at being me. I'm just good at being mean. So I mean, like, I don't like to be played with. That's just why I come off like that. Where's Sonya at? Hi, Nene. Hi, Miss Independence. Queen. Hold on. Miss Independent, Queen Chosen. How you doing? Your baby got hit by a car. Wow.
Oh my.
Hey, Sonya. She said her child's father was like that when her child got hit by a car, like being a real idiot. Like, it don't take anything to pick up a phone just for your to let you know that it's been a situation with your child. But yeah, I kind of got in my feelings there for a minute. I'm talking about that. Let's get it together, girl. I honestly feel like there's no such thing. And before, I've heard about it, and I've seen people try to chips, and it never works out. Never works out. Andrea, exactly. Walk out, abandon the children, not the woman, but the children, but then it's our fault. But okay, if you think so. Brenda, we all have issues, and we are all good mothers. And this chat is a good mother.
That's the way I see it.
We still have our children, they still alive, and we still tolerate the bull crap. That shows that you're a good mother. So how your child turned out, you still gotta love them.
And I think another reason I tolerate so much too is because I don't want to wonder what he's doing, or what's going on with him. At least he does live here. I don't want to get that phone call in the middle of the night. 18.
Yeah.
It's just really too much happening. At least I know where he is when he's home.
Yes.
I just can't have him out there and not know what's going on with him. I don't think I will ever put him out, because I need to know what's going on with him and where he's at and everything. I understand going out and hanging out with his friends, but for the most part, every night he's sleeping in his house. I don't want to wonder where he is and where he's sleeping. Does he have a blanket? I just don't want to worry about anything like that. So I ain't saying I'd rather put up with the foolishness, but in a way, to me, it's kind of worth it. Just bring your butt back home.
Know where he at. You don't have to worry about him being harmed or hurt here in the streets. Because I understand where you're coming from with that, because I don't know what state you in, but my state, we have to not only worry about the police. So I let my child work nowhere, because if you don't get into it with one of these little thug bombs out here, it's gonna be the police harassing them. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right.
I understand where you coming from with that. I thought maybe he was like 21 or something like that, but give him his space and let him do him. He will come around. I will pray for you that he comes around. You will know.
Huh?
Because TK and Rudy have been quiet for a minute. Yes, Nene, it does hurt. It does. And it sticks with a child, because, again, I'm 39 years old and it still affects me. But Again, it's not my mom's fault. I think I'm pretty okay. I was a little screwed up, but I'm okay now. It's just all what you put into it. Like, you give your all, what else can you give? You know what I'm saying? When you do your best and you don't see yourself, you can't give any more, then what else can you do? Because once they reach a certain age, their mind is made up and they're going to do what they want to do regardless of what we say.
Yep.
For them.
Exactly.
And give them back to the maker and ask him to watch over and protect them. Because, I mean, it's just at that age. I know when I was 18, my mom couldn't tell me nothing. My mama said, if you can't live by my rules, get out my house. Guess what I did? I got out her house. What you say, so it's time for me to hit the bricks. That's what I did. Space, and she let me do me and be myself. I went back home a couple of times, but at 19, I was in my own apartment. I can't do it. I can't. Disrespected her, and I never will disrespect her. MJ, thank you for coming in. Boom Boom Room will resume after this topic, after this session expires.
Bye, Monica.
You do the same, Monica, sis. Thank you so much. You say she have learned a lot, so this is. Oh.
Can y'all hear me?
Hello, Nick.
Yeah.
Hello, family.
You have any input, brother?
Yes, I do. To backtrack, when a parent is being a child's friend, like somebody says, they look at you different and they treat you like one of their homeboys. Hello?
TK, can you drop that link for Yaya? Sorry, Nate, brother.
Oh, you good? Hey, Sonya.
We listening?
Yes, Tresca.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Nate, brother. You got the baby.
Being your child's friend is a no for me because they gotta understand the difference authority and their friends. If you treat them like a friend, they're gonna treat you like a friend, and they're not gonna respect you at all. Blank, period. I just lost my whole train.
You going in tonight? Bro. Can y'all hear him pretty well?
I can't.
He breaking up.
You kind of muffled. Yeah.
How about now?
A little better.
Hold on.
Yeah, silly.
I'm gonna come back and come right back in.
Okay.
I think of my service.
We want to hear you, brother. We want to hear you.
Most definitely.
Around Love Bug.
She probably walked away.
She did.
Let me in or I will blow the house down. Yaya, you funny.
Right.
You funny, Yaya. You funny as fuck, Yaya.
What else?
I can't.
Yeah, that's true.
You reading the chat?
Yeah, running deer.
Can you hear me better now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to turn my Wi-Fi on. Yes. 1 second.
Mute it.
Yeah, I was talking to the wife, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. I gotta make sure she happy.
I know that's right.
That's right.
Man, I just got done barbecuing, y'all.
It was on the grill.
Yes. It's like the first time, the winter time, it's like 50 degrees. All right, I'm gonna come back and speak my piece about.
Now. Oh, wow. Sorry about that, BJ. Dolores, what you mean, sis? What's up, King Sprite? What I was finna say? Yeah. Try that link. He say, let me in, I will blow the house down. That is so not cool. I feel threatened.
And
Threatened,
then
isn't it?
You see him, right, Tay Tay?
Why he trying to take our little castle down? Then how you gonna kick it in the boom boom room? I seen you come up here, but you ain't joined the call yet. Yeah. You want to get into it. Input on the topic. Please feel free to speak your piece. I've spoken my piece. I don't think I can say anything else besides the fact being friends with your children. It's just not. It's just not. You can make them feel loved and comfortable and patient in many other ways, but you just have to let it be known.
T really say the link is not working.
It's not working. Thank you, Tina.
I'm back, y'all.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. Before I was cutting in and out, I was just saying that as a parent, I'm a parent of a 1-year-old and a 6-year-old. And the words say train your child in the way that they should go, and they should not depart from you. Don't let the world train your kids. That's the reason why they like a Monifa, or excuse me, Kanika, or whoever. It seems like if you spend time with your child, speaking from us men, my mother was a single parent, raised me and my sister. My sister that died, she married my daddy years later. I came, late bloomer. They had their falling out. We were moving to the third. I was angry because he wasn't there. My mother can do so much. And a woman can only do the best that she can.
Thank you.
But she cannot raise a man. they say, single parents, your son gonna turn out gay. That's not true. It's all determined on the conditional love that you give this child and what you put in front of him. If you undressing in front of your son at 2, putting on makeup and heels, and he doing the same thing that you doing, and you don't nip that in the bud, of course this is gonna be a problem. And by my father not being there as I wanted to him, I was angry. I didn't know why. I didn't have no answers, but I showed out at school. Then they want to label me ADHD. He got a problem. What the root of it was, all I wanted was my father. I'm going to be 30 this year. Still trying to gain that relationship with him that I wanted as a child. But I realized that I got to take what I can get.
Sure.
And that's for these men not taking care of their own kids, but laying up with somebody else's. Why? I want to know, why do you love them kids more than you love your own and let your baby mama struggle, knowing that you can do the same thing for yours that you're doing for them?
Exactly.
There's not no exception, fellas. There's not no excuse. It's not, well, I got a different situation. No, it's either be there for your kids, stop letting these women suffer, or stop having them. I know somebody right now, they got 10 kids. And in Michigan, over 10 kids, you ain't got to pay no child support. And they keep having them. So you having all these kids, and especially the girls, where's my daddy at? The boys look at their mama as their mama and daddy, like I did. So it's going to have to come to a time where we're going to have to raise our kids like we was brought up, depending on how old you is. All that talking back ain't going to happen where I'm at. They're playing in the blood early, and my oldest just turned 7. But there's a lot of other influences out here that our kids have that most parents are not seeing. Then they wonder why he's not talking to me. Well, are you opening up to him? There's always a problem with a child, but the question is, what are you doing at home to make sure that that child is comfortable and secure and taken care of? Because if I'm not secure on YouTube and not comfortable with y'all, I'm not going to talk to y'all. Just like y'all kids. If they're not comfortable with you, they're not going to express to you how they feel. So that's when they go out to the streets or they homeboys and call their homeboy their family. Then they come home and say, you don't love me. You never did nothing for me. But Tony them did this. Tony them bought me these shoes. Tony them did this. But my daddy can't. So I'm going to have to go get it on my own. But to end all this, as soon as the child feels the love that they receive at home, everything going to be all right. But when they don't receive that love at home, they will go find it elsewhere. And I'm through.
Right. He's saying I'm through. Did he drop the mic on us or what?
Nah.
He's saying I'm through. I like that. What I was going to say, yeah, brother Derek, welcome to the VIP, up here to the VIP room. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? We need some more, we need some men input too. We got 3 men up here, y'all. Let's give a clap for our men. Our brothers up in here. Speak on it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, brothers, for coming to VIP. Thank you for coming to the happy hour. No boom boom room.
Yeah, that was some good input.
It really was. It really was. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Islam, it was good. Can you hear me?
You clear?
Excellent. Brother, what's your name, man? Where you from?
Nate from Saginaw, Michigan.
This ain't Nate Dogg from the chat, is it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
I'm the one that sent you that email of Miss B trying to be slick.
I'm glad I'm up here with you. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nail in the coffin, too. I ain't even put it out there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a nail in the coffin. Because you see,
I swear that don't sound like Yaya.
you do what to who?
That's
It just don't
Yaya.
sound like you. That don't sound like Yaya.
You know why it don't sound like me, sis? Because I just got off of my Holy Night service call. On Fridays, I have Holy Night service. And on Sunday, we have Sunday school. So I might be a little hyper. I might be a little hyper from
Yeah, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. But I just want to stay in tune. I don't want to change the topic. I don't want to do that. That's why I try not to speak. I don't want to change the topic. So can you please
don't. Please don't.
Yeah.
But what would you like? I know you got some positive or some input on this. What's your input?
Give me the topic and then I'll input.
Should parents be friends with their children? Is friends or parents?
Okay.
What you talking
about? First we need to understand this, family. As we need to know what is a parent and what is a friend, and how can they be the two? How can those two be one? You see, because those are different. How can I say it? Those are different relationships, right? You don't have the same relationship you have with your parents or parent that you have with your friends or friend. And even with your friends, this my best buddy. This is my best friend. And this is just my associate. I know we hang out from time to time. Even that ranges. But a parent? I would have to pull out the dictionary to be clear. To show that I mean, honestly, to show that there's a distinct difference of the two. Just like, okay, you have a coworker. You all work at the same place. You have a coworker, then you have a boss. And he's friendly to all of the employees. But he's still your boss. So you're not going to talk to your boss as you would to your coworkers. Is that correct?
Correct.
I'm breaking it down a little bit. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I would.
But I'm just saying, if you would, you would. But if you would, no, I'm so serious. If you would say that you would.
You getting at, I know what you're getting at.
Yeah. You wouldn't do that. Just like you wouldn't go and tell your mother, I'm about to go over crib and we about to do this. You're going to say, no, Ma, hey, I'm about to go to the movies with Ginger. Oh, okay, have fun. You see?
We here with you.
Okay. At first, when his case first opened up, I was thinking, oh man, that's what that girl did. She lied to her mama. She told her mama she was going to the movies and went to that hotel to kick it. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I was thinking. Like, wow, why'd she do that? Until I found out that she actually.
But in as a mother, see, you might miss that part. Tell me anything. Like I was saying earlier, My daughters want to go out with anybody. I need information. I need personal information. Because you said it.
Yeah, I do. But what happens is this. The child is like a sponge. So they sit and they watch and examine, they study.
Mm-hmm.
They notice your strengths and they pick at your weaknesses.
Amen, brother.
So once they find something weak, they kind of exploit it. Huh. Your mama told you this, but I know I'm going to go to my daddy and he going to say, okay, boo. They ain't on the same page. And so a child will exploit that. That's the weakness. You know, we're living in a...
You sure right.
Islam. And so these millennials now, these ones that were grown up, were brought up on the computers and things of that nature, they're extremely smart. We call them blue blood. True blood, blue blood.
You on point, yeah.
Man, I don't play around, nor do I F around. And you can tell by the bodies that I left around.
He ready for the boom boom room, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one.
Yes.
I got a whole list, man. I'll be having so much fun in there. Don't make no sense.
Okay.
Like if I was...
I'm glad everyone enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, like it was actual building. I'd be like, who is this fool with two t-shirts and a towel running around here? That'll be me.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. When I used to go to a club, I wouldn't go to the club.
Huh?
Oh, a sister came up and she was introducing herself. Let me yield the floor. Go ahead, Queen.
Thank you for your input and thank you for coming to the VIP. How you doing, love? Brother
Just
Derek?
Let me know when y'all want to hear back.
I'm okay. If no one else, God's child, Brother Derek.
Oh, okay. You was right. I'm sorry. I thought he was talking. I wanted to get on that answer. No parent should not be friends with their children. It should be yeah, you can be friends with your children. It has to be a different type friendship because you have to be a parent. You can't be your child friend and their parent at the same time. You can't hang with your child and also be their friend and then try to be their mother. It just can't happen like that. You can't sit in your child's company and with say your mom is 50 and you're 30 and you sit in a company of 30-year-olds and you're 50 and they talking about some stuff that's on their level. You shouldn't be in that conversation, as well as you sitting in with her friends. So you should keep it on a mother-daughter or mother-son level. That's my opinion about it. What happened? I can't.
Anyone else?
Hello?
Because I agree with God's child, so I have nothing to say.
Oh, okay. I thought I had got disconnected. Yeah, because I know a few of my friends who is friends with their children, and when I say friends with their children, I mean they go out with them, they smoke with them, they hang with them. I mean, like they just do it all. And no, you cannot be on that level with your child, with your daughter. You can't do that. That's a no. Because you have to be a parent. And then when it's time for you to be a parent, they're not gonna look at you like a parent because you like a friend. That's I don't know if somebody disagree, but if they do, I'm sorry, but I don't think that you should be friends with your children.
And it's no room. It's no room. It's either, I mean, it's no room. You cannot parent the same as you interact with your friend. It's just no room for that. It's
No, Tay, it just can't happen. No, It's you can't. I mean, like, you can have a relationship with your child without being on that friendship level, because you should have a bond with your mom, you know, and it don't have to be on a friendship level. You know, you're not supposed to be in the club with your daughter. You're not supposed to be sitting in the same company with her friends. That's not cool. I'm trying to see,
you're right about that.
Who was that? Was that Yummy? I think that was Yummy. She was saying that that her daughter and her are real close, but I think she said they have like a different kind of bond. You know, she said that's her friend and everything like that, but I think she said they have a different type of friendship, and that's what I was trying to explain. You can be friends with your daughter, but it has to be to a certain level.
Exactly. You know,
right?
I
because
mean,
when it comes time for you to step into that parent role, they're not gonna respect you as a parent. You know, because you being a friend, you're on that same friend, you're on the friend level. So, and I have one daughter, she's 17, and you know, I don't want her to feel like she can't come to me and tell me nothing. So, you know, I try to, you know, be open with her, but at the same time, I got to remind her, I'm your mother, I'm not your friend.
Exactly.
You know? So, I mean, I don't know. Somebody else might have a different opinion about it. I don't know. Everybody entitled to their own opinion.
That's why we have a full panel where everybody can speak their opinion.
That's right. Everybody entitled to their own opinion, and nobody is right and nobody is wrong. It's just an opinion.
Oh no. Yeah. I wouldn't agree with that at all.
Running dear boundaries are important.
Yeah, because like when you do math, you're gonna come up with the right equation. I mean, if I say 1 + 1 is 3, and you say 1 + 1 is 2, that's my opinion about it, but it don't make it right.
That's right. An opinion is an opinion.
I mean, we have. I see where you coming from with that, yeah, but
that's all it is. That's all it is, though, because people out here guessing, and then you'll run into this one mother. Because trust me, it's already happened to me, and it may have happened to some of you other sisters out there. This lady is off the chain. This lady is off the chain for some odd reason. She want to beat you and your little daughter up.
Wait, you're right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So if this is like, we keep it 100, we keep it real, I'm not going to stop here. Now we talking about mothers. We're going to still keep it 100.
I'm giving.
It ain't stopping because we're talking about mothers. We're talking about parents trying to be their children's friends, period. It can be a mother and a daughter, or it could be a father and his kids. It's just a flat out fact in my no, it's ain't no, it's a flat out fact. You cannot be friends with your kids. I'm standing with that. It's not possible.
Right.
And they demand respect. It's just not possible.
Go ahead, y'all.
No, go ahead, bro. You know I am. I got all day.
Because I feel like if you your child's friend, you gonna be fighting all them girls at school with her everywhere y'all go. Then that's getting you as a parent out of character. I can't be fighting all these boys that my son beefing with, but if I do, that's because I'm his friend and not a parent. A parent would have nipped that in the bud a long time ago.
That's right. That's when a parent's supposed to step in and let them know y'all not supposed to be fighting. That's what a parent's supposed to step up. You know, not fight with your kids. Let them know that fighting that's not right for y'all to do. Now, if you're your child friend, you can't sit there and tell them that because y'all friends. You gotta ride with them.
Exactly.
There's probably, you can sit here and watch 24 hours of videos of mothers fighting with their daughters, someone else. I'm not making this up. And the reason why I said mothers more or less, because everywhere I look, I see a father missing. I want to put up a damn Amber Alert for fathers.
Okay.
Right? Most definitely.
Wow.
Gotta give them. Gotta get to them now.
It's reason some of these dudes is gone. Some of these
Here we go.
is not meant to be mothers, and that's just plain fucking facts. I know a motherfucking mother on this block that won't let the father come by unless he brings certain shit, certain Jordans, certain clothes, and if he don't bring that, then don't bring nothing. That's who she.
Realistic thought. She's not a mother.
Well, that's who she is. That's who's saying who in control of the kid. So now the father don't come around, and she kicking his back in. The father ain't shit.
That's not when you don't come around, though. That's why you go about it the right way and get custody of your own. But at the end of the day, huh?
Go ahead, brother. I couldn't hear you at first.
But at the end of the day, when that child is asking, where's my daddy at? She gonna have to tell him the truth. Cause he sure enough gonna ask daddy like, daddy, what happened? Well, your mama said if I don't bring this and that, then I couldn't see you. So that's something that she gonna have to explain. And she ain't gonna know what to say when he really understands like what's really going on.
Nene in the chat said that's not a mother, that's a girl. Dang on me, Skippy. And that's the thing, though. You can't. I mean, it's a lot of them out there like that. Love and put their kids first. It don't exist. Like them, whatever you gonna bring. But I'm just saying,
if a mother is doing stuff like that, it's deeper than that. It's because they mad because they not in a relationship with the father, or they have some kind of envy with the father. Because you should never stop a man having a relationship with their child. If they can't provide for their child and they want to spend time with their child, you're supposed to let them. Just because they can't give them materialistic things, you should not say you can't spend time with them because you can't buy them Jordans or whatever. That's wrong.
You're right.
But you
about
got petty, I ain't gonna call them women, but you got petty out here like that. They not realizing that it's hurting the child, not the man. You giving that man free space to run around and do what he want to do while you stuck in the house watching the kids.
Right.
Irresponsible women that has been hurt badly and they don't want to move on, so they're not gonna let their kids go, and they think it's hurting a father when it's really not.
Right. That's right. Exactly.
You wonder why your child grow up and so rebellious against you.
That's right. Right.
They're just silly.
Yeah.
Silly little girls. Because he definitely ain't hurt. That's for sure.
And Ebony Queen facts. A parent will go to the end of the world to be in their child's life. Thank you, Natalie, for the thumbs up, sis. But go ahead, y'all. I'm listening. This is getting good.
Hey, you get your tea because it's getting good.
I want to know, is there anybody out there that disagree who feel that they should be a parent, a friend to their kids?
Right. That's
for
what
whatever
reason.
That's a good question.
I mean, you can be friendly.
On the panel, any more input?
It's a difference. You could be friendly, but you must draw the fucking line in the sand. Just like I told my son. Listen, I know he at the age where he's talking back to his mother. I said, okay, you can say what you want, but if you disrespect her or her mama and they call me on the bat phone, there will be no talking it out. When you see me, I'm taking your whole fucking head off. You will not disrespect her. This is the same woman that went without a winter coat to make sure that you had. You will not disrespect her and just walk away. But she still be on his back about dumb shit. haircuts, clean the room up. What time you ready to eat? He going to eat when he eat. God damn, just leave him alone, man. Leave him a fucking alone. She's still trying to treat him like he 8 years old. He's a grown ass boy, man. Just leave him alone. I can see if he walking around for 2 weeks and not washing up and he's stinking. But just leave him the fuck alone sometime. Females still look at you as the, you know, when you somebody mama, you remember when you gave birth to them. But these is grown ass people now. They got their own identity. They want to do their own thing, you know, and you just got to let them breathe sometime.
I understand what you're saying, but
God like that.
I feel like the same way because I don't want him, or well, we talking about the one. I don't want him to get used to, well, not now, but when he was walking around looking that way, I didn't want him to get used to walking around looking like that, like that's going to be a way of life. I didn't look at it as a phase. I looked at it like he's getting comfortable with doing the things that he was doing and looking the way that he was looking. So me as a mother, I try to break that because you ain't gonna walk around, you ain't gonna be walking around looking crazy, acting crazy, not bait, you know, just I just had to make sure that he just didn't grow up like that. 16, 17, 18, that's just her being a mother. Because of how she was raised.
I don't know what it's like to give birth to a kid. But you know what I mean? I seen my sister dead on the street behind that shit. My sister was a good girl. Catholic school, this and that. My mother held the reins tight. But when she got her chance to get out, that motherfucker was jumping out of windows with sheets and all types of shit to hang out with this Fonzie type of dude. There's no good for nothing ass dude. And then one day I seen her flying in the car.
Look out the window. Oh, wait.
And they had a fucking accident. They hit a pole. My sister came out of the car and was dead on the streets. The dude robbed the place and my sister was with him.
Oh, wow.
I went to get my mama. She went down there. She got out of the car. She was a block away. She seen her laying in the street. She got back in the car and went home and never spoke about her ever again. Because they was arguing and fighting all the time. Because when she finally got a chance to get loose underneath my mother's grip, she went bananas. You couldn't tell her nothing. A punch in the face wasn't going to stop it. She was fucking shimmying out of windows to go hang out. She just was going to do whatever it took to be with that boy. Because my mother never gave her a chance to really be with boys. And when she finally got it, it fucking killed her. He went to go rob some place. They was trying to get away. He hit a pole. He died and she died. And she was in the middle of the fucking street dead. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to get them to a point where they can survive on their own. That's it. It's a lot of things these kids could be doing. They could be having sex. They could be, these days, girls giving blowjobs in the fucking street. 15, 16-year-olds. Girls wasn't doing that when we was growing up. They was not doing that shit when we was growing up. People, mamas wasn't doing that shit. But the world has changed now. Sex is everywhere.
Different dynamic.
Everybody in their goddamn bathroom taking pictures, selfies with their butt cheeks hanging out. And it's just what it is now. Snapchatting the coochie and all types of shit. It's a sex-driven world. I mean, what you gonna do? You be too hard on them, you're wrong. You don't give a fuck, you're wrong. You can't be their friend. You can be friendly, but you got to show them. Otherwise they ain't gonna have no respect for you at all.
Straight facts.
Well, that's true. They definitely won't have that. I don't know. We're talking about teenagers, so that is just a difficult. It's just difficult, but I understand what you're saying, and I'm gonna start seeing it from your way, your point of view.
Yeah, because kids will try you. And if they win, they gonna keep doing it over and over.
About the communication. I mean, because your son, he's 18. It ain't really too much. You can put him out your house, but you can build on y'all communication. You can build on y'all trust. On having a better bond. You know, you probably have to give him some space. And as a mother, I know. Please believe, I know. Oh, but you got to give him some space so he can find himself.
Yeah, see, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know, and y'all can be real forceful and real demeaning. Just like it's something simple, like with the garbage. I told you to take the garbage out. Mom, going to take it out. Just give me. I want you to take it out right now. And you just on and on about the goddamn garbage. The garbage don't go out to Thursday anyway. God damn, he's going to take it out, man.
You remind me.
He's going to take it out. Fly on the wall in this house.
You remind me of your daddy.
You right, Derek. Though you right.
But females, they get all in their emotions when you don't do what they tell you to do. You know what I mean? And then they go on about, oh, you lazy, you don't never do what I tell you to do, and just leave them alone, man. God damn.
Well, you hit the nail on the head, because I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's exactly how it is. So I'm listening to you.
Can I tell this story, Derek? Let me tell this story, Derek. I think I told you already. When I was younger, my sister was 1 year older than me. 1 year. So my mother left the house. It was the weekend. And usually on the weekend, we got to clean the house, right? So my mother left my sister in charge. So as soon as my mother left out the house, my sister said, "You got to clean the whole house." I smirked. I looked at her like she must be out of her mind if she think I'm about to do that. I did my part, and she sat back and talked on the phone and watched TV, and she really thought I was going to clean the whole house. So after I was done, I asked her, "Can I go out and play?" She said no, because the house ain't clean. The house ain't finished. So I told her, I said, "Man, I guess we just going to be sitting there because I'm not going to clean the whole house. You're not my mother." Well, she put me in charge. She put me in charge. I'm like, okay, all right. She put you in charge, but I'm not doing it. Do you know my sister stabbed me with a knife? And I had to lock myself up in the bathroom and wait till my mother get there to come out. And then when my mother got there, she said, "You're on punishment because you didn't listen to your sister." Drop the mic.
Wow.
How old was your sister?
Wow.
1 year older than me. She was 13. I was 12.
Wow.
Oh, that was a bit much.
That's a little too extreme.
Yeah. Yeah, that was extreme.
I would have tore her behind up.
Because she had no business running. My sister used to do that too, run and get knives. She used to have us all locked up in the room, and I think she was about the same age. But yeah, she should have been the one that got in trouble for going to get the knife. Your mom missed that. She overlooked that part. She shouldn't have went and got that knife. Putting everybody in danger.
Yeah, because it could have been worse than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been. But I put my arm up, and that's where she stabbed me. And so I ran back, boom, boom, stepping back, ran into the bathroom, locked the door with the knife still in my arm. Like, this girl is crazy. She banging on the door like Jack Nicholson in Shining.
No, she should have got her butt tore up.
As I'm saying, she would have get her behind whoop.
Right. But you know, you give a horse a rope, you think he a cowboy. Give a nigga an
Yeah, but she was a child. She was just being silly. I mean, kids gonna do whatever you allow them to do. Your mother should have put down on her.
Right. She should have. And that's what's very important though, is that, you know, my father's not like he was a bad father. He was a workaholic though. So all he thought was work, 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 work.
Yeah, you showing out tonight. I can't wait till the boom boom start tonight. I hope you be just like that.
Oh, y'all don't want to see me in the boom room. You don't want
We
to see me
be lit.
You lit
So
right
Deja,
now,
you reading
yeah.
the chat, sis?
What happened?
I was asking, was you reading the chat? Because Nene said,
not anymore. Why? Somebody said something?
Sometimes you have to ask them to leave in order for them to respect your rules.
Yeah, someone else told me that too, but I'm afraid of that. I don't think that's something that'll be happening.
I ain't mad at you when it comes to your kids.
Can I share this one? Can I share this one thing though that I've been studying, and it has to do with?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, excellent. These are holy instructions for the children. It's actually 13 verses. So if you hear one and you want me to stop, please tell me. Yeah, stop.
I'm finna mute. Do you?
Okay.
It's learning. This is for learning. We have to know this information.
Yes, this is very crucial and very important. That's why I said if I'm reading it and you want me to read it over or stop, I will do that. I don't mind. I'm a very patient man. Okay? All right, we got that clear. These are holy instructions for the children. The first one says, consider thou art a parent, the importance of thy trust, the being thou hast produced. It is thy duty to support. Number 2, upon thee also is dependent whether the child of thy bosom be a blessing or a curse to thyself, and useful or a worthless member to the community. Prepare him with instructions and season his mind with the maxims of truth. Watch the bent of his inclinations. Set him right in his youth, and let no evil habits gain strength in his years. So shall he rise like a cedar tree on the mountains. His head shall be seen above the trees of the forest. A wicked son is a reproach to his father, but he that doeth right is an honor to his gray hairs. The soil is thine own, let it not want cultivation. The seed which thou sowest, that also shall thy reap. Teach him obedience, and he shall be blessed, and he shall bless thee. Teach him modesty, and he shall not be ashamed. Teach him gratitude, and he shall receive benefits. Teach him charity, and he shall gain love. Teach him temperance, and he shall have health. Teach him prudence, and fortunes shall attend him. Teach him justice, and he shall be honored by the world. Teach him sincerity, and his own heart shall not reproach him. Teach him diligence, and his wealth shall increase. Teach him benevolence, and his mind shall be exalted. Teach him science, and his life shall be useful. Teach him religion, and his death shall be happy. Islam. That's it. Any thoughts, comments, or concerns?
Amen. I really love that. Every word of it. Facts. When you teach your child, whatever you teach them, that's what they're going to, well, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to say that's what they're going to grow up and do. But if you teach them to be respectful, stop. You teach them to be respectful, they're going to be respected. Teach them to have dignity. Stop. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm messing with my baby. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Yaya, for that. I loved it. Thank you, brother.
Excellent. I was just wondering, I like to hear any comments or anything, anything.
Can you not, or are you reading the chat?
No, I'm not.
They loving it. They thank you. Good job, Yaya. Amen. Amen, brother. Amen, Yaya. Amen. We all on the same page with you.
Great. Yeah, that's what I was doing, reading.
Yeah, I was doing reading. Again, I want to thank Dejanay. She brought this topic to my attention. Everybody's interacting. It's going smoothly. I'm just loving it. So I just want to thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Like I just put in the chat, that's my battle right now. That's what I'm going through. And it was just, something to discuss, something to talk about, because I have other friends that's going through the same thing, and we sit and brainstorm together. Because this is my first time. I ain't never raised teenagers before. This is my first time, so it's first time.
Well, sis, lucky you, because we have 3 brothers up here that can also help you out, as well as a lovely, huge family of women, which we are sisters, that can give you the advice that you need. I mean, you don't have to listen to all of us. You can nitpick or whatever it is, but from here today was something. Nene said she love you, Yaya.
I'll tell her I love her more.
Topic, Dejanay. It was a very good topic, because you helping people who may not have kids that at that age right now, what to may look for and plan for when their kids become teenagers. So it was a very good topic, because majority of us in here sound like we have kids that's in our teenagers and a little older.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Dejanay. Sometimes, like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You ain't got to be on them all the time. Just like, listen, I need you to be in charge of the garbage. Make sure the garbage come out on Wednesday and say, okay, Ma, I got you. And just leave it alone. And just see what he do.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Now he's in charge of the garbage. He's going to make sure it get out. He's going to do the dishes. It's how you say it. You got to give them some type of responsibility without being on their back all the time, hounding them. And they just trying to be grown too, so they're going to rebel. So that way you don't get the back talk, because it's less conversation. It's less arguing. Just give it to them and let them handle it. I need you being in charge of the garbage. I don't want no dishes left in my sink at night. Okay, Ma, I got you. And just let them alone.
It's some real good advice. I'm glad we had this topic too, because it was very informative hearing what everyone else has to say and getting some other opinions.
Islam. I just want to say this one thing. A man and his mother, man, we as young men, we love our mothers dearly. I'm talking heart, soul, mind, body, blood, sweat. We love our mothers dearly. But what happens is this, and this is shameful, but it happens. Often it happens that the mother, when she's looking at that young man, she always thinks back to that father while she's looking at that young man. And whatever the father has done or is not doing, she tends to take it out on that young man. I mean, I was getting it bad because I was actually a junior named after my father. So she would call my name. It was like calling him. So when she would get upset, I would just sit back and look at her because I know she's not talking to me. She's talking to my father and he's not here. But she's taking it out on me.
Mm-hmm.
So when she would get done with that and yelling and stuff and cussing me out and all that, I would just get up, give her a hug, and leave. You see? Because that was her choice. I wasn't even born. It was your choice. So don't take your choice out on me. I'm the outcome of those choices, good or bad, that you made. I'm the outcome.
Man, brother. It's sad.
But that's true because raising boys, you try not to let them become the type of man that you don't like. You know,
right. That's right. That's true.
And you know, in my family, it was always the term was a no good lazy ass nigga. Can't stand a no good lazy ass nigga. And that's just something I just tried to avoid. Not saying that that's what, you know, they are or were, but that was just what I was trying to prevent. Still is. That was just a common term in my family.
Can we stop there and just think about that term? Because if we try to define it, what would that look like? Is he fat? Is he tall? Is he skinny? Is he dark? Does he have money? Does he have no money? What does that look like? A no good, lazy, a no good, lazy ass nigga. What does that look like?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. I'm trying to help my people. We have to be able to define these words that we use all the time. We have to be able to define them because they have it's hidden meanings behind it if we don't know what it means. The understanding of that word that we constantly use is hidden from us. So we need to start deciphering, breaking down, slice and slow these words that we use or hear often. I did one for you all a long time ago. I said kid. A kid is a baby goat. That's what it is. It's not what I think it is. You see? And it's not what everybody says. Oh, my kid, my kid. You never had a kid. You never had one. Because if you did, that means you had sex with a goat.
Right. That's just a slang. I guess that's a slang version that we use, kids.
It's a misunderstanding and a misrepresentation of what we use because words have power. So if you go to your child and you just go to your child, let's say you go to your child, it's a 2-year-old, and you just walk up to him and say, hate, 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 hate. Every time you see that child, you say hate. Now it's just a word you use. It's just something we use. That's not a good enough excuse. You see what I'm going with it?
Right. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that completely.
Because words have power. So let's not try to excuse these words that we use. Again, I said let's try to define the words that we use so we can have a greater understanding of what we're really saying. I've been correcting people about this kid thing, I don't know, for the last 15, 16 years.
Well, it's the first time I ever heard somebody say something about the word kid.
Right, but the definitions of the word don't change.
Right, that's true.
If you live so let's give an example. So if you live for 40 years, that word has been the same 40 years ago.
Right, correct.
Right. But we still want to call them a baby goat. Just call him a baby goat then. Don't even call him.
Well, I know now, and you know that you brought some attention to it. I'm gonna not gonna use that word no more. So since I know what it means.
Right, but what I'm trying to say about that is this: we've been conditioned to use it. It's a conditioning thing. It's a program. So we get cool because you heard somebody else say it, not because you know what the word means, just because you heard else. Like slang. It's like I'm calling somebody my nigga.
Right. That's right.
See? Or even worse, and this is the one that I want to help everybody that can hear my voice with. Everybody. You are not black. Black is an adjective. It's a way to describe something. The black couch, the black cat, the black car.
Right.
Right. So then man cannot be black. Man is a proper noun.
Agree.
So it can't be black. That's an adjective. Negro, those are adjectives. So then what are we? That's why I'm here. Let me yield the floor.
You did great. Yeah, I will appreciate that. Appreciate it as well. You had all ears. The chat was loving it. The Nate, Derek, any of the ladies?
No, I'm good. I'm just tuning in.
Okay.
Well, I got an earful, so I'm good.
I'm glad you did that, Janae. I hope you're taking something out of this, sis. Yes.
Actually, I do got something to say.
Go ahead.
I ain't saying that everybody do it, but in the African American community, it's obvious that women take out the anger that they have with their baby daddy on the child. And over through time, all that anger and hate that she's lashing at that child for, that she has against him, he also will be damaged by it. That was just a little thought.
Did everybody hear him clearly?
No, I could barely hear what he said.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I thought it was just me because you were muffled.
I'm good.
Say something else now.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Okay.
I was like, how come when mothers be all upset at their baby daddy and they lash out at the child, not knowing that later in life the child is going to be damaged? Then you wonder why he's showing out everywhere y'all go.
I couldn't barely understand what you said.
You got to talk into the mouthpiece. I think the mouthpiece on your earbuds probably getting wrapped. It's probably rubbed up against your shirt or something.
All right, 1 second.
Jay.
Yes.
I gotta get ready to roll, Mama. I'm gonna see you later. I gotta get ready to go to work.
Okay, brother.
Right,
thank you for joining the VIP.
All right, Dejanay, just be easy. Just let them breathe.
Thanks, Derek.
All right.
Take care.
Love you, Derek. Take care.
All right.
Having you up here, bro. I just seen you run out the room.
Everybody go get a change of clothes for the boom boom room.
Yep.
Okay. He gotta go change his clothes and get that cake.
Yeah.
But I was listening to what he was saying about his mother mistreating him because he looked like his dad.
Oh, y'all. I
don't understand. How can you let a man affect how you treat your child? It's not just his child. It's both of your children.
Yeah, I never did that.
They have women out here that
I'm sorry you had to go through that. I feel sorry for any child that's getting punished because they look like their father. At some point in life, you actually love that man. Wow.
Exactly. I would never do that.
Oh,
that's definitely not our issue. No,
we love you, Derek. We love you,
right
there. Thank you. Welcome, Rude Gal, and I thought Tresca joined.
I'm here.
Yeah, she get to talking. We just gotta listen because she trying. You have something to say, sis? How you doing? Welcome to the VIP session.
Hey, I'm sorry I have laryngitis, but I'm going to say this as quick as possible so I can jump back to the chat. But this is what I want to say. I have 2 daughters and 1 son. I have a 28-year-old daughter with 3 boys. That has taken me through hell. But I have a 20-year-old son and an 18-year-old daughter.
Times, sis.
And a lot of times we tend to forget that we have to represent ourselves as mothers, even when we're single parents out here. Amen. My mother, 7 of us by herself. But at the end of the day, my mother turned out to be the best mother I could have in the world. And the way I'm being disrespected, I have no shenanigans in my closet, no skeletons or anything. But let me tell you something. I'm going through hell with my oldest daughter. Hell, pure D hell. But if it wasn't for my grandkids, that's when my motherly duty stepped in as far as I am concerned. Because if she don't want it, I can't keep forcing it on her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
but I still have 2 other children that I bared, which is my 20-year-old son and my 18-year-old daughter, and my 3 grandkids. So at the end of the day, when people say that you cannot handle things in your own way, I feel like there is a discrepancy in how you raise, because I was raised by a single mother. Yes, my daddy was in the picture, but he was no good to me. He was no good to us. But that still was my father. He did what he could do, but he still led my mom to do what she had to do to step up with 7 children. And this is all I'm trying to say. Be all you can be for your children. You don't have to accept what they do, but you can put it out there to them. Look, I am your mother. You would rather listen to me than listen to a stranger on the street, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you about nothing. I'm going to shoot it to you straight from the hip. You'd rather hear from me than somebody in the street. But as long as you have that mother in your life to where they can look back and say, Mama, you know what? You told me that this is going to happen. I didn't see it. Then you know that job is well done. But what you cannot do is forsake God in helping you lead your guidance into being parenting. Because parenting doesn't come with a child. Parenting doesn't come with a plan book. It doesn't. It does not.
No, it
So
don't.
what we have to do is this. Live in our children's lives to know, is this the life I want to live if I was this child's age nowadays? Because when it was back in the day, village raised the children.
Yes,
Village.
amen to that.
Village raised the children.
Right.
But now you can go to somebody and tell them,
Let me see.
you can go to somebody and tell them that their child was out of order, and they'll look at you and say, bitch, you lying. That wasn't my child. What's going to happen? 2 weeks later, God forbid they sold. God keep them close. They'll be laying dead in the middle of the street. And first thing they say, oh, my child wasn't like this. Oh, my child didn't do this. But when I came to you a couple of weeks or months ago and I tried to tell you what your child was doing, now you want to paint a picture for the media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's all in giving what you will receive if you didn't get it when you was coming up. I'm a firm believer. Raise your children how you wasn't raised if your life was neglected.
Amen.
You understand what I'm saying? Raise your children how you was not raised if your life was neglected. If you didn't get the right parenting, if you didn't get the right parenting when you was coming up, give it to your children because you can't get it back. Your children represent you out there in those streets. The streets haven't changed. Them streets been out there since my mama was a teenager. My mama is 83 years old, and she's still kicking and living strong. So guess what? I'm coming in on the new beginning. So we have to give our children, if we love our children, we respect our children, and sometimes our children will rebel. Sometimes our children find faults in us of what they're missing. It's not our fault. The daddy may not be there. They may love their daddy more than they love you. And the daddy have not done shit but produce them.
Amen.
And when they say, well, I'm looking for a man that couldn't treat me like my daddy treat. I want my man to treat me how my daddy treated me. Why? Why? And we sometimes as women, we fall to that. We fall to that. Oh, well, I'll give my daughter what I didn't have. But then all alone, you got a man sleeping in your bed that's molesting your daughter. And when she come and tell you, you don't want to believe her because you feel like she's taking from you.
Wow.
Really? Really? At the end of the day, all we have is our children. All we have is our children. If they bite the bullet or if they take the bullet, at the end of the day, as a mother, we are still responsible for our children that we bear. God gave them to us, and if you can't bear it, give them back to him. Give it back to him, because can't nobody fix it but him. What was the word?
Amen.
Spoil the child, spare the rod. And I'm the last one to sit up here and say my life has been utmost when it comes to my children, because I have a daughter that's 28 years old right now, living in my house, where at the end of the day, I live in fear. I live in fear because of her. I don't know what I've done to this child, but she make it her business to make me miserable. But if it wasn't for the family that I have now, not my immediate family, but the family, the two sisters that I have been talking to every single day about my child, and God knows I'm not ashamed to speak on nothing. Let me tell you something. I live in fear. But guess what? I know God got me. And he got me too. I got heart issues. Not to the point to where I'm doing things to where, because guess what? I don't want to put my hands on her. I don't want to hurt her. I don't want nobody else to hurt her. Because I got an 18-year-old daughter that needs my attention. I got a 20-year-old son that has never got arrested, that has never had anything to do with the law, that knows what he needs. But at the end of the day, let me tell y'all something. I love my daughter. Do I like her? No, because that's not how I raised her. It's not how I raised her. But she got to find out on her own, and I'm sorry that it's taken her so long to get to grips of life. She's 28 with 3 kids. They live in my house.
You're not by yourself.
They live in my house. And the only reason why I'm still here and I'm upholding the nonsense that she is going through is because of my 83-year young mother that raised 7 of us by herself. And the grace of God, with me not killing her, is because I got God in me. And I know one day he's going to see fit that she get to getting. And if she can't get it, may God be with her. So with it being said, I've never been a friend with neither one of my kids, but I've always been that support for my children. Period. It's called support. And it's called standing behind what you know is right. Don't shun when you know your kid's doing wrong and you say, oh, my children wouldn't do that. Oh, my son wouldn't do that. That's a lie. You don't know what your kids do when they behind your back. But what you know is what you taught them to stand up to when you're not with them. That's all.
Amen.
That's all. That's all.
Sister, I want to tell you, you're not the only mother out there that's living like that. You're not by yourself. Trust me, you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. You have to have tough love. That's what you do. You have to have tough love. And that's the only way that they're going to learn is if you have tough love.
And you know what I learned from my mother? My mother told me, she said, let me tell you something, Tresca. It's okay to say you don't like something, even with your own kids. You love them. You wish no ill will against them, but you don't have to like their ways because that's not how you raised them. It's okay. It's okay to say you don't like them. You don't dislike them. You dislike their ways because that's not how they was raised. But as single women raising children, especially a boy, to become a man, we have to accept the fact that we have did all we could do. But if they choose to take the route that they take to go left, and you're trying to steer them right, guess what? At the end of the day, what you gonna do?
Give it to God.
You're either gonna give it back to God because God gave us our children. He protects. God protects dummies and babies. We be sitting back like, how did they get up out of that? Because God ain't ready for them. But when he call them home, all you could do is say, I did the best I could do. But these supposed to be baby daddies, the fathers and all of this that's keeping house with other female children that they have not bared because the woman is buying them steaks and shrimps with their damn food stamps, and then they going off. And then when you call them and say, hey, Brian needs some tennis shoes. Oh, well, I don't have no money. But then they'll turn around and say, but you wasn't in my life when I needed you to be.
Amen.
Some women get angry because the baby dad is not buying tennis shoes and clothes and this and that. Some women get mad because they not giving out money so they can go get their nails done and their hair done. Where when it comes to the boundaries of I have to do what I have to do for my children. Period. So at the end of the day, all I want to let you guys know is when it comes to kids, the media, the music that they listen to nowadays, that's what's got our kids trapped. It's not how they was raised. It's the music, the friends, and the stability of their feeling like, oh, I can go out here and join a gang today and they'll love me more than you did. But if you kill somebody's son and you rob somebody, first thing they're going to do is call you out and you going to prison and they still out here. What you going to do? It's all keeping it in the community to where when I was coming up, I'm 47 years old. The village raised us.
Man.
The village. But now you got kids raising kids, 13, 14, 15-year-old girls having babies. They leave them with their mamas. And the mama's still trying to get out and go to the club. They smoking with them. They drinking with them. They doing all of this.
Amen.
They doing all of this. So at the end of the day, who do you have to depend on? And then when CPS come knock at the door, the first thing they say is, oh, I don't know what's going on. Oh, who called social service on my daughter? Who called social service? I am a mother. I call social service on my own child. I call social service on my own child. Give her kids to me. She's not ready. She's not ready. She's not ready. A lot of us is not ready. They're not ready to accept the responsibility of our children's kids. But at the end of the day, guess what? What are you going to do? You going to let those kids suffer? You going to let them suffer? No. I can always go back to that movie, Precious. I hate that movie. I hate that movie with a passion. You know why I hate that movie? Because it wasn't done out of loyalty. It wasn't done out of what we go through in society every day. You know what it was? Excuse me. It was to make money. But a lot of us live by the creed and we suffer behind the supposed to be daddies that's supposed to have been there for us when our children was coming up. And we dropped the ball. All because of a man. And then when you call them out, the first thing they do is say, oh, you didn't give me a chance. I've been there for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. If you was there for your son or your daughter, If you wasn't raised right, why wouldn't you want your children to be raised right? If you had lost things going on in your life, make it better for your children. Make it better. Make it better. Because at the end of the day, they still got more years to come. They still got more years to come. It's only getting worse. It's not getting better. But if you instill in your children what's right and what's wrong, they will remember that as they get older. As they get older. All I know is I'm in hell right now in my house. I don't shame the devil. I shoot it straight from the hip. My 28-year-old with 3 kids in my house, I am catching hell. I got health issues, but guess what? God got me. He got me. But like I told her, you forget you got kids coming up that you raised. What you think they gonna do? What you think they're gonna give you? Come on. It's society. We got to come together as a whole like we used to be back in the 70s and the 80s, where you couldn't get upset if the neighbor told you, well, your son or your daughter was out here doing this and doing that, and I checked them. You can't go to them. What you say to my child? Why you say that to mine? And y'all ready to fight because your child wrong, but then as soon as they end up dead or somebody done took their life, the first thing you want to say is, oh, Nuck wasn't like that. Oh, he was a good kid. Really? 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 Got to open our minds and our hearts to accept what God has given us.
Yes.
We got to open our mind and our hearts to what God has given us. These are the end of the days. God is bringing it all back around. But I just need to let y'all know everything that glitter ain't gold. My voice.
Amen.
Out of the ordinary. I'm sick as a dog. But I had to get up here and say, look at here. I love my children. I love children, period. But when you got kids out raising kids, and when you got kids out here raising parents that's on drugs and selling their children and looking for a quick dollar, that's not put in our face for a reason. It's put in our face for a reason. Grab your kids. Hold them. Let them know, look at here. I got you. I got you. Look at the Jolie baby. They just found her today. Couple of a mile from her house. That's that baby. That's that baby. Look at Kanika. Whatever her real name is, but I'm going to call her Kanika. That's how I met her. We got to give back what God given us. These are the signs of the times. Signs of the times. It's wicked out here. I got an 18-year-old daughter. I'll choke a tree and kill a rock over my 18-year-old. For real. You know why? Because I know that she's being sought out. She's being looked at. But you got to keep them close. Got to keep them close. We got to do that, y'all. We got to do that. And I'm going to go back to it. Everything that glitter ain't gold. The grass may look greener on the other side, but we are all And I'm speaking on a single parent. Because let me tell you something. When I hear a man say, oh, you can never raise your son to be a real man, let me tell you something. My son is 20 years old. The community I live in, yeah, it was some guys out here trying to get him to go to the left. I broke down on my knees to my son. He's my only son. I told my boy, look at here. When they try to get you to steer left, all you got to do is think about what your mama tell you. Boy, don't you get out here and let these streets take over. These streets been out here before I was born. Don't let the streets have you. You had the streets. My son looked at me and he said, Mama, I got you. And right now today, my son is 20. Never been arrested. Yes, he smoked his weed. Didn't know my son was smoking weed, but when I found out, I could have killed everybody around me. But I've never seen him smoke, and I've never seen him high around me. So I can't ask for no more. I gotta let him go. He's in the man's world now. And he told me himself, Mama, if I can't let you trap me up, why am I let a man on the street trap me up? Guess what I said? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. So with all this, a woman can't raise a man. That's a lie to me.
Thank you.
In my opinion. That's a lie. I got brothers. I got nephews older than my son. And as long as you got one or two real men in your corner, whether the daddy is there or not, that can steer a son or a young man the right way, they'll take heed, not unless they just want to be out there like that. Period. Period. Hands down. I don't know no other way. I don't know no other way. Period. So all I'm saying is guidance, perfection, and God. That's all I need. That's all I need. I've never been a friend to neither one of my children, but I've always made them feel comfortable to come to me and talk to me. Now, whether they choose to or not, that's not on me. I open the door, but don't be mad at me because I shoot it straight from the hip. Because nobody is going to tell you the truth other than your mother if it's a real relationship. Period. Hands down. And I'm going to shut up and let y'all finish talking. I'm going to mute up. That's all I got to say.
Sis. Thank you. You shot it straight from the hip. Said. I don't think I could have said it better, rather. I think you probably touched a few people out there as well.
Yeah, Tresca, we needed to hear that too. Nice to know we're not alone.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell her. And I'm 40 years old, and I waited till I was 24 to have my first child. That's because I didn't want to be a teenager raising children, and then when they get older, you know, it's my fault because I didn't raise them right. That's why I waited. And some people wasn't as lucky to wait, you know, till they're old enough to raise a child, and it happens. So we just have to, we don't have a book to parenting. We just have to, you know, just be open and stay open to our children and be there for them. But that don't mean we have to be their friend.
Right.
You just have to, so your children could, you know, be honest with you. Just what make sure that they can come to you. How I'm trying to say this, make sure they can come to you with anything. You know, you don't want your child to feel like they can't come and tell you something because they're gonna fuss at them, or you're gonna be mad at them, or you're gonna whip them. You know, you want it to be where they can come to you and talk to you about anything, because nobody is gonna tell you better than your mother. You know, and
Amen.
Father, mother or father. You know,
Amen.
You have to leave that window open like that, but that don't mean that you know that your child is your friend. So it's boundaries.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to have a comfortable relationship with them, but and even then, you don't know if they're gonna come to you and tell you everything. Actually, they won't come to you and tell you everything, but you do want that those lines of communication open and just have a comfortable relationship with them.
Right. That's right.
I agree. I think the main thing is it's just love. It's just that strong, traditional love is what a child needs, and a parent, a real
right.
It's love and parenting. There's no in between when it comes to that with me.
All I can say,
I would do anything. I would take my last breath for you. You're gonna respect me.
Exactly.
We're gonna get through it.
And with that thing of a parent, the thing where you have to give respect to get respect. Excuse me, family. I am battling this. I don't know what it is.
We know,
but
you can just yourself.
When you raise your children to respect, period, it doesn't matter. No parent should have to say, oh, well, I didn't respect what they said. I didn't hear them. It all starts in the home. If you start out party and let your children, whether it's a boy or a girl, feel like it's okay for them to drink with you, smoke with you, have friends come over and they lay in the bed with another man, girl, boy, because this is what it's all about now. This right here, man, you could have never put it in my face to where it could be so much open communication with females. Your child comes to you, oh, well, I like girls, or I like boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, we couldn't do that back in the day. We couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't come to our mom and say, well, mom, I'm gay. Oh, and then we're like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Our mamas wasn't asking no questions about you, talking about you being gay. What do you mean? We're not going to ask no questions. We're going to beat your ass and get it out of you, because that's not how you was born. Then a lot of people say, oh, well, that's how I was born. You a lie. That's what you chose to be. But if you my child and you chose to go the other direction, Lord, take the wheel, drive me into a brick wall. But if that's what they like, I will accept it. Do I like it? No, because that's still my child at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's still my child. So when a lot of people come with the gay stuff and the TV and they showing women kissing other women and men kissing other women, guess what? That's society. If that's what they choose to go off on, you got to give it back to God and let God take care of that.
Okay? I'm in the chat and it just bothered the hell out of me. Take a deep breath and calm down for a minute.
Good, sis. I'm good. I'm getting ready to get off. I know you're worried. I'm getting ready to get off. But But what I need for what I'm trying to say to my family is whatever you're going through, however you're going through it, let God, because he's the only one that can fix it for us. If it's not the right way, I would never question my parenting for my children because I'm a mother first and I'm a friend second. I leave an open door, and if you choose to go to the left, then guess what? Go to the left, but you'll come back to mama. You know the key saying is, mama's babies and daddy's maybes. And I'm going to end it on that. Mama's babies and daddy's maybes. That's it. We all our kids' God. We all our kids' God. For real. So y'all go ahead and finish, and I'm good.
I'm glad you're good, sis, but you was getting a little bit too excited, and BJ scared the hell out of me.
I know. I know. But I love everybody. For real.
Love you too.
Love you, Triska. You take it easy now.
Love you more. Love you more.
Oh my gosh, she left me speechless, y'all.
Yeah, she did. But you know, she said a lot of what we needed to hear, that's for sure. Or at least me.
It was facts. It was facts.
And then another thing, you know, they still doing this organ harvesting and everything too. So that's another thing why I guess I have to be a little bit more tolerant. I just need to know where mine at. I just can't do that. I know some people. I see somebody else put in the chat that, you know, they had to do that tough love thing and you know, ask their child to leave, but I just can't do that. I feel I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if something happened, or if I found out that his organs was taken and all this other foolishness. I just can't do it. I just couldn't live with myself if something bad happened.
I'm sorry, Deja. I just got to keep Triska on my heart right now. She's on my heart right now.
Yeah, I didn't know she had congestive heart failure. She probably need to go to the hospital.
I'm not claiming it. She okay. I just don't want her to get too excited because we're not sure. Me personally,
well, I'm just reading the chat. I don't know. I thought she had laryngitis or something.
That's why I say BJ just scared the shit out of me. God, she got me. I'm off track. Yeah, excuse me. God damn it, girl, you should have stayed in the chat, man. Shit. I'm emotional over here. Thank you for getting up here. She struck me twice. Sharing your story. I would never tell your business. I wouldn't even ask you to get up here and say that. So I really do appreciate it. People just from reading this chat, and you may not be able to read it, but you did that, sis. You encouraged some people. Some people know exactly what you're going through. Some out there need to hear it. Thank you. And I want to thank you, Dejanay, because, girl, this is awesome, baby.
Yeah, well, I needed it. We all probably needed it, but I needed it.
Brendan, dear, yes, she said you got to talk to them and encourage them to do their best. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda, for praying, sis. Yes, I'll be praying for her myself. Nay. Thank you.
Oh, no. You won't be doing that, that's for sure. She touched me.
Amen, BJ.
We got to pray for all the kids, too.
I mean, Dejanay, I feel where Dejanay coming from, because like I said, and I'm being honest, my kids ain't never got to move out. I want them to, but I ain't ready to let them go. I really can't see myself without my kids. That's just me. Go
I mean, if he mature and move out on his own, then that's one thing. But for me, just to say, no, I can't deal with you. Go. I don't care where you go. Just get the hell up out of here. I just can't do that.
When they're ready to go, they can go because they ready to go, but they just not ready to go. They have an unbreakable bond, like moving together. So
yeah, when they're ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not rushing my kids to do anything. I just want them to get their education, stable, have the responsibility, know how to pay a bill, have a vehicle so you can get yourself back and forth to work. I'm not going to rush them up out the nest. When I put them out there, I want them to have it all together.
I be seeing homeless people on the street. I ain't talking about old, tired looking people. I'm talking about young, be sleeping on the bus bench and everything. And I just look at them and, sometimes my heart goes out to them because I'm like, what brought them to this point? Was it the fact that they were a rebellious teenager and the parents just said, go get the hell out because I can't be bothered with you no more? Was it the fact that they just don't have no family, or they had to start taking drugs and stealing and people just don't want them in the house no more? What brought them to this state that they have to be sleeping on a bus bench? And then the longer they stay there, they just look like they just start deteriorating, and then the body, they just go down.
You have to love and care for yourself. You have to know your self-worth. You have to want something in life. To that point, they wasn't raised right. Like what you say, they can work at 16. Go ahead, get up out. Let's start filling these 15 and a half. We doing applications.
Yeah.
Working. You got a whole bank account. You got a whole savings account. Let's get out here and get in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it depends on how that child was raised. It depends because you have lazy people allergic to working. And unfortunately, some families so much that they have nowhere to go.
And like this, go ahead.
Something they shouldn't be using it on.
Mm-hmm. And this one guy, he walked with a blanket over his head, over his face. You never see his face, and he just be walking up and down the street and sleeping on bus benches. And I just don't know what's wrong with him or how he got like that. But you would never see his face. He keep his whole face covered up, and I'm like, he could have been traumatized. He could have been. I have no idea. But every time I see that man, I tear up because I was like, what brought him to that point? I'd be tearing up.
A lot of these children are foster kids.
I'm going to go in the chat. I'm going to drop off, okay?
Hey, love, thank you for joining the VIP. Appreciate having you up here.
Yes, I'll be up here more often. It was a good topic. Very good.
Dejanae, you can say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My oldest daughter, been at the same job going on 5 years.
Oh, wow. Well, at least they know how to keep a job. That's good.
Messing with me, they ain't got no choice. Kids nowadays expensive. Do you know I have my 15-year-old son and a half. I cannot get a shoe for him for under $200. I ain't talking about Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for him to turn 16.
He can start working. Mine will work.
I agree, running there.
He does work.
Ella Faith. Yes, Trev, you love bug. My glitter hitter.
So we're getting the boom boom room started, or we're gonna say that for another day.
Y'all ready to get the boom boom room started? Cause I got to get the girls at once. So if we're gonna get it shaking, we better get it shaking now. Which I
sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Just put it
around the house. So yeah.
Egg in the chat. Your chat freeze because mine don't look like it's moving.
No, they ain't putting nothing in there because mine ain't moving either. Chiquita's the last chat.
Thank you, Chiquita. We shall just do a prayer service, a prayer team right now. Hey, honey.
My baby had hung us up. I got disconnected. He was trying to get the phone. He wanted to play with the phone. So I missed what I was just talking about. I missed it.
Oh.
Okay, Patricia.
That's a good idea, Patricia. Boom, boom, boom.
The only person that responded.
Yeah, she said, let's go.
Okay, family, this is what's finna happen, okay? Topic. Credit is due today, Janae. I'm sorry you're going through it, sis. We'll be praying for you, and I really pray that it gets better between you and your child, because I went to it for 24 hours and I was sick and worried when he left the house for the night. I will be praying for you, sis. You touched my heart. Yes, I appreciate you coming to the VIP, baby, and your input. I'm gonna get the boom boom room cracking.
And I got to end this one. I put that input in also. I appreciate it.
Yes, this was for Sister Deja. Yes, it was. And guess what? We still have more topics to come, family. It is not over yet. I see it heading in the right direction, and it's not all about the boom boom room. I just wanted to break the ice first, and the ice is, I think, broken. I'm happy with my family. I appreciate the subscribers. I appreciate the likes and the respect. I ask everybody continue to come back. Make sure you hit that bell. We finna end this beautiful one so I can post it and not have to delete it. Wrong. Until 11. $10. $10.
All right.
I love everybody. Appreciate y'all. Oh my God. This was awesome. I really enjoyed this.
All right. We love you too.
So we could turn up for real. Huh?
I say we love you too, and we'll check you out in the boom boom room. I'm gonna drop down.
Yes, ma'am, indeed.
Oh wait, I'm on YouTube. Wait a minute.
All right, good night. I love y'all ladies, and I'll talk with y'all later.
Okay, thank you, babe, for coming up.
Good night. Welcome, well, actually, I'll be on in a few minutes whenever you come back up.
Exactly. All right. We finna turn up. What you talking about?